This week in Santiago's kitchen, we're making homemade ricotta cheese. But the first thing we need to do is prepare our cheesecloth. First, get your cheesecloth and we are going to rinse it thoroughly under lukewarm water. Make sure to get any fibers out and we're just going to wring it dry until they're thoroughly rinsed. We need to triple layer our cheesecloth, so rinse 3 pieces of cheesecloth. Once it's rinsed, we are going to take a colander, put it in a bowl, and put 3 layers and just tuck them in nice and neat. Grab your scoop and drain and have that ready for your ricotta cheese. Now we're going to prepare our lemon juice and vinegar and get that all ready, setting up our mise en place. So just slice your lemons, get a hand juicer, and we're going to need the juice of 1 lemon. So go ahead and squeeze your lemon into a small liquid measuring cup. And once you're done, we're going to measure 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar. And you can see in these little mini measuring cups, you can see where the tablespoon mark is. You can mix your lemon juice and vinegar together in a bigger liquid measuring cup. And we're going to need some milk and salt. So a ½ gallon of milk, not ultra pasteurized. We're going to get a big, probably 8-quart saucepan and a thermometer. So get all of your milk in there. Turn your heat onto a medium-high. And we're going to sprinkle a teaspoon of salt over our milk. So you're going to want either a high heat spatula or a nice wooden spoon. And we're going to mix the milk frequently, really slowly. You don't want to stir it fast. We don't want to whisk our milk. We just want to stir frequently to prevent scorching on the bottom of the pan until the milk reaches 185 degrees. If you don't have a candy thermometer, you can just use a handheld thermometer and check it regularly. It took about 13-14 minutes for the milk to reach 185 degrees. Then we turn off the heat, remove the pot from the heat source, and slowly stir in our lemon juice mixture until it's fully incorporated and the milk curdles. This should take about 15 seconds. And we want to stir slowly, again, just going really steady and slow. We're then going to let this mixture sit undisturbed, don't touch it, until it fully separates into solid curds and translucent whey. So you can see it already starting to curdle. And I just set a 10-minute timer and it let it sit and wait. From here, we want to move our sauce pot off the stove so you don't make a big mess. I did make that mistake. And we're going to gently scoop out all of our curds and whey. If for some reason your curds don't fully separate, you can always stir in a little extra vinegar at that time. But here we're going to drain the curds and whey in our cheesecloth lined colander for about 8 minutes. So I just set an 8-minute timer and then let it drain in the sink. And when I came back, I took my spatula and I gently just scooped it into the bowl. And make sure you get all those little pieces off of your cheesecloth. And then we're going to stir our ricotta cheese. This way we incorporate the curds in the whey. And then I'm going to pour it into a container where I'm going to refrigerate it just until it's cold. You can eat it fresh right away. It is ready to go. But if you like your cheese cold, stick it in the fridge, let it chill, and it can be refrigerated for about 5 days. All right, so we need to know how to clean our cheesecloth. Get that bowl we're using, get some soap in there, and get all of your cheesecloth in the sink. We're going to first rinse all of those milk curds off of our cheesecloth. Once they're rinsed really well, just put each piece in that bowl of mildly soapy water. All right, we have all 3 pieces of cheesecloth in our soapy bowl, and we're going to wash it. So rub them together gently. Even though it's on fast forward, I really was taking my time and doing this really gently so you don't destroy the cheesecloth, and we can get a few uses out of them for sure. Then we just want to rinse them gently under lukewarm water and hang them dry. Want to let them dry at room temperature, and they'll be ready to go for next time. So here I'm going to try my ricotta cheese. I went and grabbed a couple basil leaves off of my plant out back, trimmed off that extra stem, and I stacked them up, and I'm going to chiffonade them. So I'm going to roll them up like a fruit roll up, and I'm going to use a really sharp knife and go all the way through and make small, thin slices of my basil. So it's going to make them into strips. I also have a nice tomato. I sliced some of it and I diced it into other, like half of it, just to see. I wasn't sure which kind I wanted. And I took my little toasty piece of sourdough and I spread my homemade ricotta cheese. I top it with a little tomato, a little bit of my basil, whichever pieces you want. You could go diced, you could go sliced, whatever you like. And I for sure like a little bit of extra salt. This is some special black lava salt, and I just shook that on top and gave it a taste. First time making homemade ricotta cheese, and it's delicious. Good luck, everybody. I hope you try this really easy way to make homemade cheese. You can get these recipes and more at commonskitchen.weebly.com.